So for this video we're going to look at long-term memory. So if we think about the multi-store model of memory, it suggests that long-term memory is just a store, which we now know is a little bit simplistic. So for this video we're going to zoom in on long-term memory and have a bit more of a closer look of the types of long-term memory that we now know exists. So long-term memory we think is divided into about three sections. So we've got episodic memory, semantic memory and procedural memory. Now episodic memory and semantic memory are both what we could call declarative or explicit types of memory. Procedural memory we would term non-declarative or an implicit type of memory. So episodic memory, first of all, these are memories for things which are episodes within your life. So for example, your holidays, your first day of school, your last birthday, even what you had for dinner last night. So these memories are time and place stamped. So there is a particular location and a particular time at which you know these things happen. They're also very personal. These memories are unique to you. Even if you share the experience with somebody else, they won't have exactly the same memory as you have about that particular event. Very often these memories are associated with an emotional response, and you tend to find that the stronger the emotional response, the stronger the actual memory is. Now semantic memories are memories for things like factual knowledge, so maths equations or geography, or knowing that university is the next stage of education after A-levels, or even simple things like knowing meanings of words such as what a door is. So this is common knowledge, and you very often don't remember where you learned it or how you learned it. It's also not associated with an emotional response. Now, unlike episodic and semantic memories, procedural memory is not about knowing that. So episodic and semantic memories is about knowing facts, having knowledge. Procedural memories is about knowing how. So how to tie your shoelaces, how to ride a bike, use power tools if you've been taught how to do so, or particular type of dance. So it's knowing how to do something. Now, very often you can do these without thinking about them, and oddly, if you do try and think about it, it often makes it much harder to do, or you can't do it correctly. Now, this is what we mean about procedural memory being implicit or non-declarative. It's something which you do without thinking, whereas episodic memory and semantic memory, being declarative or explicit, you do actually think about it in order to bring those memories to the fore. Okay, so you can look in the pre-reading for a bit more detail on these three types of memory. Make sure before you come into the lesson you can explain the similarities and differences between the three types of long-term memory, and also bring your own examples of each type of memory. So not examples that you've taken from this video or from the pre-reading. Try and think of your own examples, at least one of each type of memory.